Hey everyone, welcome to another e-reading comparison video. My name is Michael. We're looking at the Amazon Kindle DX Graphite versus the Amazon Kindle Paperwhite second generation. So this is a 9.7 inch screen versus a 6-inch screen. Obviously with the Kindle DX, it gives you a little bit more room to view. We have a PDF here. And next we'll look at just the traditional ebook experience. With the Kindle Paperwhite 2, it is a touchscreen display. Once you zoom in, you actually have to give it a few seconds for it to fully render. But once it's rendered, you could actually click on a specific word. And this is something that the DX doesn't have, so I could hold my hand on that. And I get dictionary, Wikipedia. I can search, or I can click more. Highlight, add a note, share. I can get a translation if I wanted to. So I'm going to translate this word from English to en français. So it's the same. I feel so much more enlightened now. With the Kindle DX, it doesn't have a touch screen, so you can't pinch and zoom. Instead, you have to click this AA button here and then find a zooming angle that you like. So I'm going to just click on this because it fits in the text on it. Okay, and if you want to navigate in a page, you can use the D-pad or you can use the page button. Now you can see that there's a little loading button here. This kind of means that you're unable to really do anything. So sometimes it's like I just did. I meant to just go 1 over, but I ended up going 2 over. So you can see here that it is actually way easier and nicer to read it on the DX than it is here. So we'll just go to Blood Fiend, which is, I guess, a monster in the D&D universe. You can see that it's a face only a mother could love, but I kind of find him captivating in a strange way. So, okay, look, you could do some things like highlights and things like that here too. You can click the menu. I can add a bookmark. And that's basically it with PDF documents. There really isn't like a lot that you could really do with this. Okay, so with PDFs, you can do a lot more with the Paperwhite too in terms of like translations, looking things up in Wikipedia. On the DX, for some reason, Amazon really didn't bring a lot of this cool functionality to the DX. The DX has always sort of been the odd man out in the Amazon family. Keep in mind, this has almost been out for about 3 years. This has been out for less than a year. So this receives a massive amount of attention. It's pocket friendly. It was when it kind of went on sale again. It went on sale for $1.99, which was actually a fairly good buy. For one reason, it has 3G internet access, so you can actually buy books from Amazon on the go. With this, you're reliant on Wi-Fi, so there's only like so many things that you can kind of do. In order to buy books, you're pretty well dependent on Wi-Fi. With this, I can shop just as easily in Canada as I do in the States or the UK or other markets like that. So this is what the store experience looks like on the DX, and this is it on the Paperwhite 2. As you can see, I mean, a lot more viewing room on here, but it has a lot of the same options. You kind of scroll here. With this, you're kind of, again, reliant on the D-pad. Let's just look at a book entry here. We'll just look at something kind of random. Okay, so this is pretty busy. This is pretty simplified, but you still have a lot of the same options. You actually have a borrow for free with Prime thing here, and it doesn't really look like that this book has it, but this is much easier to read here. With this, you kind of have to scroll around because it's only 6 inches, so it can only fit so much on a page. As you can see, the text here is really condensed. Do you know what I mean? There's like hardly any room between the paragraphs. The fonts are all kind of like really small. But so I'm for the store experience, I'm a huge fan of the way the Kindle DX is versus the Paperwhite 2. Okay, what we want to look at next is an ebook. So we're just going to open up an ebook here. Okay, so here's how the ebook looks, and you do have some capabilities with the DX. You can change the fonts, and it all happens live. You could also turn on text-to-speech. Unlike the Kindle Paperwhite 2, the DX actually has on the side here 2 speakers. So you can actually turn on text-to-speech, but you could also listen to audiobooks as well. And that's something that lacks here with the Paperwhite 2. Other than changing the fonts, you do have some other options here. Search in a book, add a bookmark, add a note or highlight. So I could... with the D-pad, go to a passage here, click, and then highlight, and then click again to save the highlight. Alternatively, I could say go to the word here, loves, and then I could start typing. Yes, he does. And I could save and share it via Facebook or Twitter, or I can just save it as a note. And it's way easier to type on a physical QWERTY keyboard. I mean, you know, I'm 34. I kind of grew up with physical keyboards, so I always find it way easier to type on Blackberries and keyboards like this. With the Kindle, it does have like options as well. You can highlight a word and sort of the same sort of features. Search, dictionary, Wikipedia. It has more expanded functionality than the DX does. So open dictionary, it can translate it again. Most of the same features that we saw in PDFs we see in ebooks, but we could actually report a content error. And this is important if you buy a lot of books written by indie authors that maybe aren't formatted correctly, maybe have a table of contents that isn't working. You can hit that and let Amazon know about it. You can also increase the text size on here. You can kind of get this screen here. And then also change the text size. It's touchscreen. You can also change the font type, which is good. Line spacing and margins as well. Whereas with this, well, kind of what you see is what you get. About the only thing that you could kind of really do is change the size of the fonts. So not a lot of expanded functionality here. One of the cool things is if you want to listen to music, there's shortcuts that you can take. You can hit Alt and Spacebar. So that's a little bit of a tune, but you can load an audiobook on here, and you can actually buy audiobooks from Amazon on this as well. We've looked at the reading experience both with ebooks and PDF. We've also looked at the shopping experience. Both of these e-readers are very interesting in 2 different ways. You can see here that this is a proper home screen, whereas this is the home screen that you see here. You hit the page button to see other books that you have, but also archived items. So these are books that I've purchased from Amazon, but haven't actually loaded on my device. So Kindle User's Guide, 2nd edition, 3rd edition. Yeah. So you don't really see like a big home screen here. But what you do see here is a 21st Kindle and an 11th Kindle. You could say that we're a little bit Kindle crazy over here at a Goody Reader. So a proper home screen, you have Goodreads integration here, so you could actually participate in the online social discovery network here, form virtual book clubs, add Kindle books that you own to your shelves here. There's no Goodreads functionality. Like I kind of mentioned, DX has always kind of been the odd man out with firmware updates. It hasn't really ever been really supported by Amazon, but I do feel that when we looked at the PDF experience and the ebook experience, it's a bigger device, more text on a page. I think that this might be a bit better for older people that grew up with keyboards or need a large screen and large fonts to read. Don't forget, if you want to buy large printed books from a bookstore, sometimes they can cost $50, $60. And with this, you can still get it for $1.99, and I think it's solid. This you can get it anywhere between $99 to about $129, depending on where you live. And it's a 6-inch screen. It's a little bit more pocket friendly, and it does have a front light, so you can actually read on the go. We had the light on the whole time, which is why it was, but this is a little bit more realistic. So without the light on, you can see here that this is a little bit, this background's a little bit more white. This is kind of like an off gray. So it's easier to read in the dark with this than it is with this. This you need a book light. If you have any contributing thoughts to this video, kindly let us know. Drop a comment in the YouTube box below. And for other videos, you can check out goodyreader.com or youtube.com/goodyreader. And for Goody Reader, my name is Michael, and everybody take care.
youtube.com/goodyreader is the channel name if you're watching this on another website or channel. That is where we have over 920 videos. We do lots of contests. We take requests. We have lots of news blasts, discussion, roundtable discussion, even though our table is a square or rectangle. And lots of drive time videos with yours truly, Right Her, and lots more stuff on that channel. And of course we do requests, so if you guys have anything you want us to film or have anything you want us to talk about, let us know and we will try our best to accommodate.